All right. So here's a pretty cool thing. I've never drilled wheat before, and I was talking to my dad. So I'll be the first in my family in 60 years to have drilled wheat in the state of Iowa. Now, that is discounting my cousin out in Colorado who drills wheat every year, all the time. This is a big deal for us. It's going to be relay crop, so we'll do the wheat this fall, and then in the spring we'll come back and we'll plant soybeans into it when the wheat's such and such a height. I have to do more research on that, but essentially you relay plant them. So wheat now, then fertilize, and then in the spring you plant your soybeans, and then you'll be harvesting the wheat heads off the top of the plants when they're mature, and your soybeans are still yay tall, so you can kind of run them over a little bit. So essentially you're trying to get 2 crops off of one field. And in our zone 5B, southwest Iowa, is probably the best we can do. There are some guys that will do double crop, where they'll do wheat or rye, and they'll let it go to maturity in, say, late June, early July, and then they'll plant soybeans behind that. Their soybeans won't yield so well there. So this is, in my opinion, with a little bit of research, a little less risk. Now that may vary with different parts of the country, so I'm sure there's a wide range of opinions on that. But that's what we're going to try out. And one of my 4 favorite landlords back here, he likes to try new things, and I want to try new things. So it's a really good relationship that we have there. So and some trust. So hopefully we don't foul anything up. But thank you, Tim.
Nope.
All right, here we go. That's just barely there. So we're gonna have to change our depth for sure. We got depth set. Had to go get my pickup, and finally got back here. And now I got a misty shower rolling in. So I'm gonna be my minutes are numbered. But I'm going to try to get this little section done. Can we do it? watch what you're doing. Well, I have auto steer. Auto steer not so I can read the newspaper, but so I can watch the implement and see what's going on. More attention to detail that way. So you can see if anything breaks. Come back here and fill in a couple spots here. Probably try to make one more pass back the other way or a different part of the field before we call it quits. Well, folks, that was fun while it lasted. As you can see, I've got water on the windshield, water on the back window, all over the place. It's misting back there. You can't even see the horizon. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to call this a quits for today, and probably, unless the sun comes out tomorrow, probably won't be able to do anything until tomorrow late afternoon, and that's if the sun and the wind come out. So we'll see.